Greetings. Welcome to In Conversation with Trevor, brought to you by the Nyaradzo Group. I go beyond the headlines and beyond the sensational. Today, I'm in conversation with Terence Maphosa, the founder and chief executive officer of KwaTerry Chickens. Enjoy this truly inspirational conversation. Terence Maphosa, welcome to In Conversation with Trevor.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
You know, you've driven, 180 Ks to come and join us. So we don't take this for granted at all. We're grateful that you're able to make it. Terry, you are 30 years old. You are a political science graduate. And I was saying to myself, how do you come from political science and then into farming? Talk to me, Terry, about why you decided after 1.5 years after graduating that you would go into chicken farming and farming generally.
So basically it's me getting out of the comfort zone. Because when you are at college, you are start deep into the comfort of the numbers. But when you graduate, you're now going to the reality. My background is I come from the rural areas. I was born, raised, I learned in the rural areas. The only time that I started staying in town was when I went to UZ. So it was me facing the reality. Now you've graduated. I wanted to be an activist. I wanted to hold a political office. So me after college, I tried to be in politics. I did. I was once arrested in Gweru. I tried to do a solo demo in Gweru. I was arrested. That was 2016. So that was for me a wake-up call. I was arrested. I was in police cells for about 48 hours. So that time I was working at a furniture shop. 2016. I remember back home, I have a mother who is disabled and other siblings. And those people are looking up to you as a graduate who is supposed to look after the family.
You're the firstborn.
I'm the third.
Thirdborn, okay.
But I'm the one at home. So people are looking at you as the one who is supposed to look after the family. And you are there, you are not earning enough to even pay for your rentals. So, in the midst of that comfort zone, I had to say to myself, okay, what's the plan? What's the sustainable plan? For myself and for the family, and for my image. You are coming from the village, and in that village, you're the only graduate. So people will be saying, okay, I can go to university, and what's there now? So for myself, it was me swallowing the pride and say, okay, let me start this. If it works, it works. If it fails, then that's it.
So tell me, Terry, you say you tried a one-man protest. What was the reason for that protest?
That was the Mugabe era.
What did happen? What caused you to want to protest?
This energy from political science, from college, that was just the drive. Those were the days of Tajamuka. So Tajamuka was mainly focusing on Harare. So that time in Gweru, there was no one doing it. So it was just me waking up at the time. It was on a Saturday, I was in Koba, and I said, okay, today I want to try this. Whatever the outcome.
Was there anything specific that you were upset with? Do you remember? Or was it just the entire Mugabe thing? Was there something specific that ticked you off?
I wanted a job.
Aha.
But the reality is with political science in our country, you are not marketable that much.
Oh.
It was just me with my frustrations. So I came from Mkoba. I was staying in Mkoba 14 that time. Then on my way to town, that's when I started. So as I had my placards, I was shouting, I had my phone, taking a video. And then that was it.
You got arrested.
I got arrested. And then I was thrown in the cells.
You were not you were not beaten or anything of that sort?
No.
They
I'm actually
treated you
surprised.
okay.
Yeah, I'm actually they didn't even put me cuffs. I was just
So you say the political science degree in Zimbabwe is not marketable, and yet there's a lot of people that go into that degree.
we lack. There is a gap that needs to be filled. Career guidance is lacking, especially for us coming from the rural areas. Yeah, you are just told to go and grab a degree. Then what? Political science, to be honest, yes, it's a good degree. I'm not discouraging those who are doing it. But what are you going to do with political science in Zimbabwe?
So you went into political science. Was it out of choice, or is the only degree that is the one degree that you were offered, the only opportunity that you offered?
I actually applied for political science.
You did. Why did you want to do political science?
I wanted to do law, but I had 12 points. So the cutoff point, I wanted 15 points at that time. So I wanted to do law, but because my points didn't meet the requirements, so I then applied for political science. I wanted political science at the time that I went to college. I really wanted political science.
Why?
After seeing that I can't do law, now I felt like, okay, I can go the political route.
Yeah.
That was me. But the whole family is even up to now, is looking at me as the person. You are the man. So
you are the third born. Where are the other two?
My brother is there. There are 4 sisters.
Okay.
And there's 2 of us, the guys.
Okay.
My sister is married, but that time things were not okay for her.
Okay.
And my brother as well. That time he was out of the country. So the
family is looking up to you.
The family is looking up to me, and you are there. You are an activist. Not to say it's bad, but for my family now,
it doesn't put food on the table.
Probably to other families it is, but to my family it wasn't.
Okay.
So it was me facing the reality and saying, okay, now I have some small corner in the raw areas that I can utilize with something. Let me try out the Roadrunner project. Then I went full force into it.
So would it be fair for me to say your going into farming was because you couldn't find anything else to do? There are no jobs in the country for political science graduates like yourself. And then you find yourself with this option. Is that what happened, or am I wrong?
That's what happened, but I was working, mind you. But what I was getting, I remember.
Where were you working? Sorry.
Of course, I can't disclose the company, but it was in line with furniture.
Okay.
That time, my salary couldn't pay for my rentals, and now it was. I think we would go for like 4 or 5 months without getting a salary. So my brother, he was working in South Africa. So he would send groceries to my mom. And my mom would take that grocery and send me to town. For me, it didn't make sense at all.
Wow.
So yes, I was working, but I couldn't even buy myself new shoes that time.
And
so
you would go for months without getting a salary?
I would go for months without getting a salary. So for me, it didn't make sense to keep saying, okay, the people in the village will be saying, I'll go to town. But when you come for Christmas, what are you holding for the family? You have nothing.
So then you decide that you're going to go into farming. Talk to me about what goes through your mind as you walk towards that decision. What factors you have to take into account? You've got the piece of land. Where did the piece of land come from? Talk to us about that.
It's not easy for a rural boy growing up with ambitions, with visions, and picturing your life staying in a good suburb in town. And for you now to take a step and say, I'm now going back to start in the roots. To be honest, it's not easy.
Yeah.
But that was the reality for me. Because I have a small corner. It's just close to 2 acres. That's where my mom stays. That's where I was staying. That's where I'm staying right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the only feasible project that I could go for was the chickens. I can't go for market gardening. I don't have water. I can't go for goats. I don't even have enough capital to start the goat. I can't go waste cattle is way big for me. So the only thing that was feasible for me was to go for the roadrunner. But it was just me and the drive without the knowledge, because it was a complete new ground. Yes, I grew up in the rural areas. You are keeping your few kumusha chickens at home, but now this is a project.
Yeah. Circumstances have forced you to look at the roadrunner as a business, to look
True.
at farming. Circumstances forced you to do that.
Circumstances opened my eyes. Not they forced me. Because there is something interesting. My mom, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a musician, man.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing, Terry?
No, I actually laugh at my songs when I listen to them, because I actually have a couple of recorded tracks. So I wanted to be an artist. So I used to go to choose sports some other time when I was in college. So my mom used to say, okay, this route is not good. You can't be an artist. It's against the church. I'm an Adventist. It's against the church. So this and that, you'll be going to perform if God opens up for you. Those are the reasons. So my mom I believe probably she was praying against the idea. So I remember about the time I was writing for UZ the songs.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote songs for UZ, their graduation. 2016, I'm the one who wrote the songs.
Wow.
There was a graduation for the professors. I remember it was a part of something. They gave me a theme. I did a song for them again. So.
Did they pay you for those songs?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they paid me good money.
Okay.
So I wanted to be a celebrity, okay, an artist. So now my mom, I remember she reminded me last year, cars coming home on a daily basis to see the project. So now she said, didn't you pray for this? You wanted to be well known, but now you are known with something else, not the music route. So, and as much as I can say circumstances forced me, I believed and I still believe that probably that was my call. Because the way things opened up for me, sometimes I feel like it was a mystery on this one. So, yes.
Talk to me about how the things opened up for you.
So when I started the project, I bought 400 chicks.
Where did you get the money from?
My 4 months salary.
Okay.
So I bought the chicks. And because I didn't have enough knowledge. Right now, if you give me maybe the breeds that I'm familiar with, the roadrunner breeds, if you give me the chicks, maybe a mixture of them, I can separate them a day old. This is this breed, this is this breed, a day old. Because now I have the experience. I saw this lady on Facebook. She was selling a particular breed, the light Sussex. It's the white one with some black dots on the neck. So I approached her and she said, yes, I have the breed. So I paid her the money and she gave me the chicks. I went straight to the rural areas. So now you are excited. You're saying, okay, in 6 months, I'll be making money. You are now saying, okay, whatever happens within these first 6 months, but after 6 months, I'm going to be starting making money. So I didn't know that this lady had crooked me.
Wow. She
gave me the completely wrong breed. She gave me majongwe, my layers. I need to go.
Yeah.
So there were 400 of them. Sure. So as they were growing, I was hoping to see the change in the color because I had a picture in my phone of the breed, but it didn't work that way. So I sold the birds. That was after 6 months.
You sold them?
I sold them. And half of the money, to be honest with you, ndakatongo yijka just like that. because I was depressed, to be honest.
Frustrated.
Yeah. I that was for me a setback. And then I started researching again.
Did you learn anything from that experience?
Maybe a lesson for the ones who want to start their own project.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see the breeding stock, where the person is carrying out the project. It gives you confidence in getting the product that you want. But also for myself, a lesson not to give up. Because if I had given up, I wouldn't be here today. So I saw the birds and I restarted now, getting the breeds. That was now coming into beginning of 2018. So I started getting the breeds, but now it was me stocking the birds and not looking at the market side. I didn't know how to market myself, and I had my small account on Twitter. I opened the account. Okay, I had an account that I opened in 2012, but I had forgotten the password. So I opened another one in 2017, but that one was just me following politics. Mind you, you once blocked me on Twitter on my account. So
why did I block you on Twitter? What? This is interesting.
Those days, beginning of 2018, I wasn't this person posting chickens.
Wow.
No, it was me just commenting on political issues. Whatever comes into my mind, I will just throw it as it is.
Wow.
So I was a small account, maybe with 3 or 5 followers.
And I blocked you.
Yeah, I think you said something and you said anyone who's going to see this, I'll block. Then I went straight with that comment, then you blocked me. Then you blocked me. So I was like, okay, it's okay. Let's move. So I had my small account on Twitter and of course my Facebook account. Instagram, I don't remember. I opened it recently just for pictures. I don't even know how to use it. So I had my small accounts on social media, Facebook, a few friends, Twitter, a few followers. I don't know where they came from, the followers, because I wasn't even following anyone. So, me stocking the birds. At some point, I remember I had around 3,000 birds. Wow. It's not easy having 3,000 road runners. It's easy having 10,000 or 100,000 broilers. But road runners, to go for them for 1 month, feeding them, it's not easy.
So how did you do it?
I was just selling shoma wombe and then doing chikafu.
For the birds?
For the birds. That was me. Because I would find pride in having large numbers at home. Remember, I had no business orientation. I'm a political student. So it was me stocking the birds, going like that. The chicks, anyone who would come at home, maybe getting 20 or 30, but it was me stocking the birds. So I remember in 2018, I posted on Twitter, late 2018, say I wanted to do away with the whole Roadrunner project in 2018.
Why?
It wasn't paying because I didn't know how to do it. And then Twitter responded with my 17, 18 followers. Twitter responded. Then I remember some guy in Waterfalls, he actually got 400 birds from me one day. That was money for me. That was good money. When he got those 400 birds, my mom was now complaining. You are now selling the birds, and that means the project is dead. So I was left with, I think, around 90-something birds.
From 3,000?
From the others were dying because I wasn't buying even the vaccines and the medicine for the birds. So it was the project that was now going down. Now Twitter has responded, and now I have less than 100 birds. Now people know that this guy can supply birds, even the chicks. That was me coming into 2019. Then I stopped posting about the chickens because I wanted to add the numbers at home. So I started adding the numbers again. So mid-2019, I was now around 450, 500, the breeding stock. It's not easy again when you're starting up to have 500 laying birds. It's not easy. You can't feed 100 birds. every day. Because right now, the birds that I have on the ground, they can eat maybe 2 bags of layers mesh in 3 days.
As Nyaradzo, we strive to continuously bring convenience to our clients. Nyaradzo Group is proud to introduce Sawi, a new virtual chatbot assistant on WhatsApp. With Sawi, you are now able to interact with us from the comfort of your home and can be assisted anytime via WhatsApp. With life assurance products, diaspora products, applying and assessing your policy, payment platforms, claims information, and any other queries concerning payments, policy information, or products and services. Simply WhatsApp Sawi on +263 712 992892 or register and start interacting and receiving notifications from Sawi on WhatsApp. Now, join in and experience a new level of convenience 24 hours a day with Sawi.
How many birds do you have now?
The breeding stock plus the ones that I wanted to sell for meat, maybe close to 2.5.
Wow.
But right now I can feed them. I have them on the ground right now. So now mid-2019, I have around 450, 500 birds. Then I posted again. But now it was me with my content. Now my content is about posting the chickens. I posted in 2019. The people responded again. My birds, I sold around about 100. That was beginning of December 2019. I sold about 100. Then it was okay with me for that December. But now, I was now very, very grateful because people had responded. So around 21st, 22nd December 2019, my mom she's actually the person who suggested it to say, okay, but don't you have people that you think you can give chicks for free? Then okay, it's fine. Let me try Twitter. But because the Twitter has its own standards, that time people have a certain content that people were used to. And it's now you trying to bring in something completely unique, new on Twitter. Then I posted, actually, I was in a combi coming from the road, it was coming to Harare. And I posted and I said, if there's anyone who wants to try out a regional project in 2020, and you have nothing to do, can you just come to my DM? To me, that tweet, I wasn't expecting to get even any message. Because I thought, okay, there's no one who wants to do roadrunners. It's for the Kumusha people, it's backward. That day, when I arrived in Harare, I didn't have time to do the Twitter thing. I did my business. I didn't know what When I went back, I had over 5,000 DMs.
Wow.
I still haven't opened some of the messages now. That was 2019. People wanted to do the Roadrunner project. So I couldn't scroll down to see all the messages. Okay, I said, okay, let me just select 15 people because I wanted to give them on Christmas.
How many followers did you have at that particular moment? Do you remember?
92.
92 followers.
I have the screenshot, yeah.
92 followers, and you got 5,000 responses, DMs,
yeah. People just retweeting. So, because I had the Prince Machiavelli, now people are not sure, because the retweets are just coming, whether this person is from Zimbabwe or from South Africa. So I even got DMs from South Africa. Because people say, so which province are you from? But because on the, I don't know, it's locations. Yeah. It was just
settings.
Yeah, it's just rural areas. So no one could figure out, is this person from Zimbabwe or from, yeah. So I just got a lot of DMs, and I just selected the top 15 people. In fact, I did 16 because the other one was my friend.
So you gave them the chicks?
Yeah, I called them and I met them on Christmas in town.
And you gave them
I gave them the chicks. That was December 2019. So now coming into 2020, people now knew this guy does roadrunners. So whenever someone meets me in town, say, come on over. That was 2020. So for me to be associated with any content besides this Huku thing, for me, it wasn't sitting well with me. So I started focusing on my project, my hustle, my commercial things, nothing else. If you attack me, I'll keep quiet. My commercial content on a daily basis.
So you have changed from that person that I blogged. You were no longer producing that content. You are now a different person altogether, is what you're saying.
Exactly. The time that I was producing that content, no one could even notice because I was just this little small account. So it was just me commenting whatever that comes into my mind. So
you now change. You're now using your account essentially to project your brand and your business. That's what you decided to do.
Exactly. So let me jump. The name Prince Machiavelli.
I was going to ask you about that.
It was political because I'm a political science student. And anyone who did political science or law, you know Niccolo Machiavelli.
Yes.
So I liked Machiavellianism from college. So it was just me associating myself with Machiavelli. My everything should be Machiavelli on Twitter and everywhere. So I couldn't change. Now people know that the handle against Prince Machiavelli is the one that does chickens. So I couldn't change to say, okay, let me change to Terry or something else. I left it like that. So 2020, that's the year I think when I made a name, like people knowing that there's Terry. Because I made losses the whole year. I accepted it because I wanted to make sure that everyone now knows that there's Terry. So if you place an order for chicks to be delivered in Mutare, you just pay for the chicks. The delivery fee is for myself. I would make sure you get the chicks.
How are you funding these losses? How are you funding this business? Well, at that time, 2020, when you said the whole year you made losses because you were basically focusing on market penetration.
I would sell the ones ready for meat to fund for the project.
I see.
So I would make sure you get the chicks. 2020, I made sure I delivered the chicks every single town and growth point in Zimbabwe.
Wow.
Everywhere, I delivered chicks. So now people know this guy does roadrunners and this person stays with motion. And this person is proud of himself posting a picture and share. That was me. Because
rural boy producing chickens and chicks and stuff.
Exactly. So, and then
before you go there, Terence, how do you, where does this skill come from to know that this is a kind of road runner, the names, because you've got all the names, Jersey Giants, Kokak, Croiler, Lights, Success, Buff, Orpington, Black, Australop. Where did you then do a course? What did you do to get to know the brands better?
So farming is a bit tricky. There is something on paper, and then there is something, the reality on the ground. You are told that this bird produces 365 eggs per year. It's not possible. So you just go and buy the breed, expecting to get an egg on a daily basis, which is not possible. So when you get the birds, you now do a research and say, okay, what do I want to achieve? Because I started with one breed. Then I expanded to 6 breeds. And these are the ones that I'm focusing on.
But where are you getting the knowledge from is my question. Where do you know that there's this breed and that breed? Are you reading for yourself? Are you going to school? Did you engage on a course of some sort?
I didn't.
Okay, you didn't.
It was me being
self-taught.
Exactly. So when I started with, I wanted the light Sussex when I was crooked. But when I started again, I started with the Black Astrolop. For the Black Astrolop, I did a research for myself. I was looking for a bird a top layer, a bird that can produce more eggs per year. So,
and on all these are local birds?
No, these are all exotic breeds.
Wow.
Yeah. So with you being consistent with posting your project, you get to network with
I see.
the right people. So you get to know someone who is maybe the top producer in Nigeria, in Uganda. I know those people. I know in Kenya, in South Africa. I know the white guys in South Africa, in Zambia. So you get to network with those people. They will give you the knowledge. I've never seen anyone in farming who is maybe jealous of another farmer. You have to be honest and transparent with them. So those people, they will equip you with another knowledge. Say, okay, this breed that you want is prone to diseases. This one doesn't perform well. This one doesn't do this, and this one doesn't. And they would lay all the advantages and disadvantages. So for you, you then pick for yourself to say, okay, I want to focus on this. I want 3 breeds that can lay eggs more than the other ones. And these ones, they grow bigger. So maybe I'll focus on meat production with these breeds. So the knowledge, I researched for one breed and I started learning from other farmers to get to these 6 breeds that I have right now.
Wow. And describe for me the passion and the hunger for success from a political science graduate who wanted to do jamba. I sense a transition. There's a transformation of Terence. Talk to me about that journey.
The success, the hunger for success. To be honest, I think it was just born in me. It's funny when I share my pictures on social media and people think maybe I'm just being sarcastic or I'm lying. In a class of maybe 40, 50 kids in primary, probably I was the only one without shoes. But I would come number 1 at the end of the term. Even secondary, I started wearing shoes, I think, when I was in Form 4. But still, my confidence and the hunger for success would carry me through.
So you come from a disadvantaged family. To talk to me about that. You say your mother is disabled. And where is your father?
Our father left us when we were young. Then he started another family. So it was us and our mother facing each other on a daily basis. So that's how we grew up. We only know our mother as the father, as the parent. Back then when we were great, around 1996, 1995, it was better because my mom would get a few cents from the social welfare. So she would manage to buy maybe some sandbags for us and maybe some tender food. Yeah, I remember those days. But that sandbag, you should make sure it will take you for 2 years because she wouldn't have.
Is your father alive?
No, she passed on in
You passed on, okay.
2018, I remember, 2019.
But your mother is okay. I've seen pictures of her.
Yeah,
she must be very proud of you.
She's strong.
What has she taught you?
That woman is my friend.
Wow.
If there's one person that I open up to.
Wow, this is sweet.
So we actually do a big up with my mom. We don't greet each other. So we just do a big up because she's more like my buddy. Wow. So she's one person that I open up to. Everything. Every joke, every silly thing, I just throw it to her. Whatever the response, I don't mind. Whether I have a girlfriend or I've just throw it. I don't need any formality. So that woman prays a lot. I remember that the time when I was in Form 4, there was an all-night prayer at a church. So the pastor asked the families, like, now this is a moment for the families to pray. So my mom called me and we went there with my sister. I was about to write my O-level exams. And I didn't have the money to register for the exam, to pay for the subjects. So my mom would pray that night. She started crying uncontrollably while praying for me that day. And I think we were 2 or 3 days before the deadline for the payment. So now I didn't know, because we were young, I didn't even know where to get the money. I didn't even care to write or not. Yes, I was intelligent, I was a bright student, but I didn't care whether I write or not. Probably I would go for next year. Then I remember my science teacher that lady brought money for me on the deadline day.
Wow.
Yeah, I posted that on Twitter. She's there. She brought full amount for my subjects on the deadline day. Then I registered. So besides being
after your mother praying for you uncontrollably.
Yeah, I believe that prayer opened up a lot of things. I believe that prayer.
So you say that woman prays, meaning your mom. Do you pray yourself?
Very much. What drives me, Mr. Trevor, is when I pray, I always pray for my conscience. So whenever I pray to God, I say, God, whatever my conscience speaks, let me follow that. Mm-hmm. You can send a message to my DM and I see it and I choose not to respond to it. If my conscience just tells me not to respond, I won't. There are a lot of big people who have DM'd me on my Twitter and I don't respond. I follow what I feel in my mind. That's what I pray for. When I wake up every morning, I pray for that.
So that's a big lesson that's come from your mother.
Yes. So prayer drives me. Prayer has been driving me through and through. Yeah.
And you say you are engaged at the moment?
True. I engaged I got engaged in December. And probably next month but one, or next year but one, I will be getting married.
Is your mother happy with the future daughter-in-law?
They're friends. Because she's also from the Bro areas. She was my classmate. She was my high school lover. And things happened and now we're back together.
So I get the sense that you describe life in the rural areas as tough. But clearly, from what you're posting on social media, it looks like you've worked hard to ensure that life in the rural areas is comfortable. Talk to me about that.
The other time when I was called for the summit for the Bang ABC, there's this big farmer who called me and showed me pictures on his phone and said, look, there was this program for farmers, I don't know, it's maybe Maronde or something. And he said, please check and see if there is any youth from the black side. They're all white farmers who went for that program. It's because maybe they were taught and they now understand what farming is or what farming can bring. But for our side, we were taught to be good in mathematics and go to school. We were not taught how to make money. If I had this knowledge, probably I was going to be adamant back then. But it was just me now convincing myself to go into it. But no one wants to be a farmer at a young age. People would say, I have this much, so now let me just go grab a farm and be a side hustle. But I don't want even to earn much from it because it's just a side hustle. So no one wants to be into farming full force to say this is the basis of my life. No one wants to be in the rural areas.
But I'm seeing, I've been, since we made this appointment for you to come onto the show, I've been looking at your Twitter feed, and I'm seeing a lot of young people engaging with you, and I get a sense that there's now an interest in farming. People like Kudam Sasiwa and Nomaliso Sasiwa are in there and they're encouraging you, and you are encouraging other people. Are you not seeing a movement towards farming from young people?
I started seeing that in 2020.
Okay.
There was more like a renaissance. It was more like a renaissance period. People are now enlightened. People are not confident to post Kakona Gich bag. But now someone can just post a cone of my tomatoes and say, this is where I'm starting from.
Wow.
Kuda, I've been following Kuda way before I started posting my roadrunner things. Kuda in Normalizo, that one is a force. That one is a true force.
You are a force too.
Thank you.
Terence.
But those guys, they're now top.
That's where you're going, Terence.
Thank you. I believe I can go. But now there is now a movement. I think last year I was posting and put a hashtag below and say a movement. Now people are ready to go. They want a small corner. When I started, I didn't have a farm even up to now, yes, I got land from the government, but I still farm at the small corner that I used to farm. But it was just me being proud of the 3 or 4 hectares that I'm farming.
As Nyaradzo, we strive to continuously bring convenience to our clients. Nyaradzo Group is proud to introduce Sawi, a new virtual chatbot assistant on WhatsApp. With Sawi, you are now able to interact with us from the comfort of your home and can be assisted anytime via WhatsApp. With life assurance products, diaspora products, applying and assessing your policy, payment platforms, claims information, and any other queries concerning payments, policy information, or products and services. Simply WhatsApp Sawi on +263 712 992892 or register and start interacting and receiving notifications from Sawi on WhatsApp. Now, join in and experience a new level of convenience 24 hours a day with Sawi.
So Terry, you say you're proud of working on the corner of the farm that you got from the family. You've been given a farm by the government. Have you started working on that farm? How many hectares is that piece of land?
Yes, I got the farm last year, and I've started. Yeah, in fact, right now we are also in the process of clearing the land.
Okay, how big is it?
It's just 7 hectares.
Okay.
But when people say, you got a farm, they think maybe it's just 16,000 hectares.
7 hectares is a lot.
That's what I asked for.
Yes.
Because I can't even, it's not, I don't want to be greedy. To say, okay, I'm begging for land, when I'm asking for land from the government, let me just get 400 hectares. Yet I'm failing to build another 400 at home. How will I manage 25 hectares?
You have been criticized for asking for land from the government and accepting the land from government. What's your response to the people that are criticizing you?
People have double standards. When I posted asking for land on Twitter, there are a few friends, there are a few people who started following me from way back. Those people, they started believing me way back. I remember some other time, 2020, when I gave people the free chicks the first time, there's someone who said, young man, I think what you did is good. That person stays out of the country. And that person sent me 500 USD on the 1st of January, 2020. Those people, they started believing in me way back. When I had less than 300 followers. So when I was tweeting, asking for land, those are the few people who were retweeting that tweet every morning, because I would post every morning. So those people, when I finally got the land, those are the people who celebrated genuinely, because they knew how I started. So there's a time when my brother, the PEMSEC, Dr. Pasea, when he said, we want to help you. That 1,000 of people came with comments saying, give this young man land, give this young man land. When I got the land, the same people who said, give this young man land, are now the same people saying, why are you giving this young man land? So, I have a thick skin. I don't look at that. When you want land, you go to the government. And where is the government? I'm going to the government and the government is giving me the land. I'm a Zimbabwean. So you want the government to give land to South Africans or to Malawians or to Ghanaians. The government has given land to a Zimbabwean. So I don't have the time to look at the negativity. It was supposed to come that way.
Where do you think this negativity comes from? Is it political? Is it just double standards? When you reflect, where do you think it comes from?
Everything in our country is now polarized. So you said that you're this or you're that, or you said that you're hot or you're cold. He said
You
that
can't be in between.
it's not possible.
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed. Yes. So whatever you do, someone is opening a third political eye to say, okay, so where does this fit in?
What do you think about that?
Everyone is entitled to their own opinions, I must say, but we also need to be looking at other things without a political eye. It wouldn't be fair to just wake up and say, okay, let's criticize this young man. How does farming fit into this political environment? I didn't see any reason why. In fact, the day that I posted that I got a farm, okay, I could have opted to keep quiet about the land. But when I started asking for land, I did it publicly. Now I got the land. Why should I keep quiet? You were supporting me when I was asking for land.
Now you're criticizing.
Now the government has given me the land. You are now criticizing. So I didn't see any reason why anyone would criticize that, would come with a negative comment or with destructive criticism. For me, it didn't make sense. But as usual, I don't respond. Whether you attack me or you ask any question that is not in line with what I do, I keep quiet. If it gives you happiness to attack me, so be it.
That's a change, Terence, because the Terence I blogged apparently was not like that.
Yeah, the Terence that you blogged was violent.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a couple of celebrities that have blogged me that time. Still up to now, I'm in the blog view up to this day.
So that Terence was violent?
Yeah, that Terence was not good.
Why?
It was just me airing out anything that comes into my mind. Whether you are from this political side or this political side, or whether you're just an ordinary being, I would just attack.
So that came from where you were, your own state of mind. Is that what you're saying then?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some other people, I know of a lot of people that would criticize you on social media. But when you finally meet them in person, they are
different,
humble human beings. But it's just someone hiding behind the keyboard and posting whatever they want. But in real life, they are not. But what I've discovered is a lot of people that criticize me are my friends and people that genuinely know me. I have a friend on Twitter. That person knows me very much. But right now, that person is at the forefront of criticizing me.
Why?
I think it's just getting likes and retweets.
I see.
I don't have time for any negative energy.
So you've decided that you're going to develop a thick skin and focus on what you're doing.
Yes.
That's maturity, eh?
When I posted about the land, I was sitting with my friend, I said, in the first 5 hours, we're going to get positive comments. I started trending, I think, in about 30 minutes on Twitter. Then after about 4 or 5 hours, the negative comments started trickling in. It was, this guy is now this, so it's now a tribal thing. It's now all sorts of negative comments. And I was like, should I send screenshots? This person was actually saying, the government, so now it's now along tribal ground. Where is this coming from?
There's some who think that you have political ambitions.
No. But people are actually now saying, we know where this is going. He's going to be vying for maybe an MP. If I wanted that, I would have tried that way back. But why now? People confuse two things, my brother. They think when you are now well known, you should have a political office. That's what people think. Let's not confuse the two, popularity and leadership qualities. These things doesn't go. There are people who were born to be maybe advisors. There are people who were just born to clap hands. Let's not confuse the two.
We all run our races.
Exactly. So because now Terry is now well known, so that means he's a leader. It doesn't go like
Do you feel threatened at all by any of these? We think that you've got political ambitions and some, bringing in ethnic factors as far as the land issue is concerned. Do you feel safe?
Not at all. I don't feel threatened, not at all.
Okay.
I don't do anything that can attract maybe someone that can attack me, maybe physically or anything. I don't post anything negative. I don't engage in negative. Maybe if you take me on something, on any post I don't like, I will just keep quiet. You have a right of taking me on any post. Even if it's pornography, you can take me. But I won't come to your post. I can't stop you from doing that.
So as far as you're concerned, I see one of the things that you're pretty strong about is that you wouldn't be what you are right now without social media. Social media has played a huge role in your life.
For my project, I think I would say grace plus social media, it brings to 100%. Because there are a very few people that bought chickens from me from the village or from the local communities before social media. But now when you go to the shops these days, someone will say, are you not Terry Watakwana ZBC? Now people started knowing me whether from Twitter, on Facebook, or LinkedIn, or whether on TV. So
and you have never advertised?
I don't remember.
That's amazing, isn't it?
I don't remember. Yeah,
the power of social media when used in an impactful and positive way. That's what it's done for you.
Exactly. I'm just thinking if I had remained that small violent account, probably I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here, to be honest. Probably me just changing and cooling down, it then opened a lot of doors for me.
You don't do chickens only. What else do you do, Terry?
I do horticulture.
Okay.
That's for the farming side. The other hustles, of course, I have them, but...
What other hustles do you have?
I prefer not to say them on social media. Yeah, but I do the chickens and horticulture. That's for the
I
family.
see goats.
Yeah, goats, I can't say now I do goats because I haven't sold even one.
Okay.
But probably by the end of this year, you will see some big things from the goat side.
Okay.
Because it's going big.
I see fishing.
Yeah.
Catching some beautiful fish. I love fish. So, that got my attention.
That's my favorite thing.
That's your hobby.
If I had started fish farming, probably I wouldn't have started the road runner.
Fishing is an exciting thing, isn't it?
I love fishing. Even on a daily basis, I can go for fishing.
Explain to me why you love fishing.
Maybe the experience.
Yeah.
And maybe because I'm patient enough. Because sometimes I remember some Christmas day, I went for fish with my brother and we didn't even catch one the whole good day. But we were there. We stuck at the dam trying to get in one, but we couldn't get any. But it's a hobby that I love.
I'll tell you what I love about fishing. It's very calming.
Yeah.
As you are quiet, waiting for the fish to respond, there's a calming thing, and it teaches you patience. You almost meditate. You listen to your thoughts. Is that what it does for you?
Exactly. I remember at the time, I think just a few weeks back, I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was depressed that night.
Why?
A lot of things were happening in my mind, and I wasn't okay that night. So around 3 a.m., I said to myself, should I drive to the dam or not? I said, okay, let me just wait a bit. Then I would go. I went for fishing early morning, and I came back around 8 p.m. I wanted to stay for the night again because there were some guys who were coming from Kwekwe, and they usually like fishing over the night. So I wanted to stay the night with them again. But then I said, okay, let me go because I wanted to meet other people. But when I went there, it was a refreshing and a cooling environment that made me forget all of my troubles that very day. So whenever I feel like I'm stressed or depressed, that's the first thing that comes in my mind. Okay, let me go to the dam.
Go and fish.
Yeah.
And your mantra is all your hard work will pay off. I love it. all your hard work will pay off. Where did that mantra come from? And has all your hard work paid off?
Anything that is legal has positive results. If you put your mind, all your energy, your maximum effort, it will pay off. Because if I have to narrate what I went through to be where I am with my Roadrunner project only, if I didn't work hard, I wouldn't be here. Which is why I started moving with that mantra to say, all your hard work will pay off. Just today, my friend was just saying, Terry, can you see this guy who is begging? He's just my age. He was just approaching and saying, can you help me with $1? You know, saying, this guy, if you open up his mind, he can try out something. He is just like you. You went to college, you did your degree, you left the degree aside. You are more like someone who is starting afresh completely. You are starting afresh like you don't have a degree. And you start pushing and pushing. And now you are here. This person can do the same. So with your hard work, eventually it will pay off.
And grace.
Grace and hard work.
Grace and hard work.
And all my diaries, when you open the first page of my diary, it's written, Ndo inazweze. That's what I believe.
Wow.
Whatever that comes into my mind, and I feel like, okay, I'm within the range of my dream.
So it's state of mind.
Yeah. Whatever that I plan, I believe would be one day, if not this year, next year, but one, I'll win.
Were you born in Ngezi?
I was born in Village 6, raised in Village 6.
In Ngezi. And which schools did you attend?
TEF
primary school?
TEF Primary.
Okay. Form 1, grade 1 up to?
Up to 7.
Uh-huh.
Form 1 up to upper 6, Wangani High School, in Ngezi again. Then from then I went to use it.
Okay. So you're seeing the lights for the first time?
Seeing the lights, and you managing to charge your phone without anyone saying, pani pressure, GG, it used it.
Wow.
That was me being connected to Wi-Fi for the first time, being able to maybe spend the day without share. Now I did it. That was my first experience.
And talk to me, what is it that, I mean, you've got the land, you already doing your road runners, the variety that you have. What is it that would change positively your business right now? What is it that could happen in the country to make your business better? What is it that you need
right now? The funds. Anyone who is starting up needs funds. Because, for example, this is Terry producing roadrunners. And this is Terry producing a few broilers. And this is Terry producing the vegetables.
Yeah.
Tell you what, in Ngezi, I supply vegetables to the local small restaurants. Those I supply them with vegetables every day. So this is me selling my raw material.
Yeah.
This is me selling my broiler at $5. And that person is now cutting 12 pieces. That person is now getting $12 out of my $5. That person, I'm supplying them with my vegetables. One big bundle for $1. And probably that person is getting maybe 30 plates out of that one bundle. It was just a small pinch of vegetables in your plate. So it's me getting nothing from my hard work. But with the funds, I can now open a restaurant. You come to Ngezi. You come and eat KwaTerry. KwaTerry is producing onions for tomatoes. KwaTerry is producing vegetables. KwaTerry is producing chili for themselves. Yes, the power, the zeal, the knowledge is there and the drive.
The funding is not there.
The funding is not there.
Have you approached banks? I mean, like the Agricultural Finance Corporation and others. What feedback are you getting?
I'm in the process of doing that, but at the same time, I have to look at the other side of it. I don't want to rush into it. Though I started believing that I can open the first restaurant. I wanted to open it last year. I started posting about it in 2020. I failed to open it in 2020. In 2021, I failed. I'm now in 2022. And the other thing that I believe in is that I always have time.
Okay.
What God has for you will always be for you. So whether there are other people who store your idea, no, yours will always be there.
Wow, that's powerful.
So I will do that this year. This year is now inevitable. I will definitely do it.
You know what I believe in linked to what you've said is that people can see Terry's idea and copy it. But what they don't have is Terry's passion, Terry's grace. They don't pray as much as you're doing. And they think that they've stolen an idea, but essentially they haven't. You still have got it. Is that your sense too?
Exactly. There are people who bought chicks from me. The time I think I was around 200 beds. And I supplied them nearly 4,000 beds.
Wow.
And up to now, they're still struggling. Yes, numerically, they're better than me. But what about the business side? They're even planning to do away with the rodent and start broilers. To them, when they see you posting, they think, okay, it's easy. Let's double it. Then let's triple his number, and we're now.
That's a big lesson, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can copy my idea, but if you don't have my grace and my passion, you won't go anywhere.
That's why I always tell people that, okay, when I put out something on social media, it now gives me an extra power to push for it because it's now in the
out
public.
In the public.
Exactly. There is always that one person who will say,
Accountability.
Exactly. KwaTerry kumunda kwako kunyuwani kweko waiposta demo. Sio sina kusa irrigation iwo mvura ye uchichukua kwa kuna mvura.
Wow.
There are always people who do that. So whenever I have an idea and I structure it well, I'll put it out there. Copy it and do whatever you want with it.
Terry, you are an amazing inspiration. You inspire me. I love those pictures of you in tattered and torn clothes, walking barefoot with your fishing rod and catching fish. You've been an inspiration to a lot of Zimbabweans. So keep on inspiring, keep on working hard and producing the results that you've produced. And thank you that you've developed a thick skin against the criticism that you're facing. Before I let you go, obviously, we love books on this show. You are a political scientist. You've read Machiavelli. Talk to me about the books that you've read that have made a huge impact on you.
On the political side?
Any books, 3 books that you've read that have inspired you.
Of course, The Prince.
All right.
The Prince, that was my Bible in politics. So besides The Prince, on the political side, The Prince was my favorite.
But now that you are a Christian, now that you're in business, do you find the lessons in The Prince still relevant?
No.
Okay.
What? But when I was growing up, I was violent. Like, I think it was because of how I was raised. Like, you are taking the frustrations, but then you are going with them in the streets. I wouldn't tolerate you if you say anything bad without punching you.
I would have been punched right now because of this question that I'm asking.
But no, I think I left that when I became a temporary teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, I became this soft guy dealing with the kids at the primary school.
That's amazing.
So The Prince is not applicable now
anymore.
Yeah, maybe I can just go through it just to enjoy
out of fun
the calls from Machiavelli. But
what other book have you read? What other 2 books can you share with us?
I like Max Weber.
Okay.
Yeah, I still have a lot of soft copies. I can't pick one. Max Weber is when it comes to on the administration side.
Yes.
Taylor as well.
Okay. Which Taylor?
What's his name? I forgot his name.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor is another good guy.
What does Taylor write on?
It's more like he just added on the hierarchy of needs.
The hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, from Max Weber. Yeah.
Okay.
They just go in. There's a principle that I learned from Taylor. you told me that when you send someone with a wheelbarrow loaded with concrete, that person will move at a higher speed than when he has emptied that wheelbarrow and coming back. Because he is moving fast because he is loaded with. He wants to
offload.
But when now he is coming back, he doesn't feel the need of walking fast.
Wow.
Because
what's the lesson from that, Terence?
That lesson, I have a friend who always reminds me, because I will always remind him when we are back home. Right now, I've tried to apply it to my own way of thinking. I didn't apply it in an organizational structure. I applied it to myself. I can't give myself time to relax. I have to be loaded every time. That would accelerate my pace. Because when you feel like you are relaxed, now you have everything, there's no need to move. You can even sit in the wheelbarrow.
Wow. Terry, what advice do you have to our young viewers out there who are watching you, being inspired by this story that you're sharing, but they look and say, but the politics is broken. Our society is in a terrible situation. The dollar is on a free fall, rather. Things are tough. But Terry is speaking so positively about what's happening in his life. What words of encouragement do you have for them?
Number one, the digital.
Please look at the camera as you talk.
The digital space is there to our advantage. We can utilize it in the way that we want, to the advantage of ourselves. Yes, we need engagement in whatever way. We need the likes, we need the retweets, we need people to quote whatever we say. But is it beneficial to you, to yourself, to your family? Does it enrich you? If it doesn't, then from my side, it ceases to make sense. So the digital space, it worked to my advantage. Right now, I'm here because I used my social space to my advantage. Number two, all of your hard work will pay off. No two ways.
I like that mantra. I think I'm going to steal it.
All of your hard work will definitely pay off. Believe in yourself. Whatever that you put your maximum thoughts, your maximum effort, your heart, it will definitely pay off, because that drives me on a daily basis.
Terence Maphosa, thank you so much for accepting to come on to In Conversation with Trevor. I have followed you on social media. I admire you. You are, for me, a model of the new young Zimbabweans that this country needs for us to move forward as a nation. Thick-skinned, principled, productive, working hard. So well done for the journey that you've walked over the past 30 years. I think there's more to come. So we'll be watching you, and hopefully in another 10 years or 5 years, we'll have you here to share with us where you are with your journey. We wish you the very best, Terence.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Terence. Allow me to tend to our viewers who are all over the world. Thank you for making this show the success that it has become. Remember, we are a weekly show. We are out on every Monday at 7 a.m. on YouTube, Central African Time. To ensure that you don't miss out on any of these quality conversations, such as the one I've had with Terry, please press on this subscribe button and you receive an alert every time we have one of these quality conversations. We've gone a step further and created podcasts, and we've got links to the podcast below this video. Scroll below, tap onto the link for your listening pleasure. We read all your comments. The team reads all your comments. We try and respond. We thank you for all the suggestions as to the guests we should invite onto the platform. Thank you so much. Until next time, cheers to you all.